Alright guys, this video is on how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. So on this one we're going to start with adding and subtracting. You can see the number we have there is 2 1/2 plus 3/5. So to start with this, anytime you have adding and subtracting fractions, the first thing you should do is go ahead and take this mixed number right here, 2 1/2, and make it into an improper fraction. And if you don't remember how to do that, take your denominator right here, the 2, multiply it by your whole number, you get 4, add it then to the numerator on top, and that will give you what we have here, and it shows that it is 5 over 2 now plus 3/5. Now the hard part about adding and subtracting fractions is that you have to make all of the denominators the same. So you have to find the equivalent fractions to these so that the denominators are now the same. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is to multiply the numbers by the denominators. So you can see I multiplied this 5 over 2 by 5, the denominator on the other side, and it became 25 over 10. I multiplied both numbers by 5. So I have 25 over 10 plus, now I'm going to multiply this 3/5 side by the opposite denominator and 2 and get 6/10. When you multiply 3 by 2 you get 6, and 5 by 2 you get 10. Whenever you're adding and subtracting fractions, the only thing you add or subtract is the numerator right here on top. You add those together in this case and you get 31. You leave your denominator the same. It just transfers straight over. And you get 31 over 10. Simplify that and you get 3 1/10. So now we're going to go on over to multiplying. Multiplication, we're going to take this and we have our numbers here of 3 1/3 times 4 3/4. We're going to start this the same way we started adding and subtracting. We're going to take our mixed numbers here and we're going to make them into improper fractions. So you can see whenever I did that, I got 10/3 and 19/4. For multiplying, it becomes very easy. You just multiply that straight across, so on both the numerator and the denominator. When you do that, you get 190 over 12. Simplify that. You get 15 and 10/12. 10/12 can still be simplified, so that's why I have 15 and 5/6. And the last one here is division, or dividing. And you divide fractions, we're going to start it the same way we did adding, subtracting, and multiplying. We're going to take this mixed number here, we're going to make it into an improper fraction. So we're going to make that 1 1/2 into 3/2, divided by 4/5. Now if you guys remember from last year, the only way you can divide fractions is to keep, change, flip, or KCF. You keep the first fraction the same, you change your division sign to multiplication, and you flip this last fraction here. So it's not going to be 4/5 anymore. You can see down here it's 5/4. And then from there, it's just a simple multiplication problem like we had over here in this step, the second one. So we're going to take it, we're going to multiply straight across, and you get 3 times 5 is 15, 2 times 4 is 8. Simplify that and you get 1 7/8. And that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, you guys know where to find me.